Having hundreds of emails daily mixed between promotions, work, and personal subscriptions, it's difficult to keep up with the important ones. However, I take the blame because having one Gmail account for both my personal and work is a waste of time. So instead of having multiple accounts or multiple Gmail accounts, I designed this workflow to label or categorize my incoming emails. It also handles my receipts and logged in my Google Sheets through this workflow, and also my business emails. They get forwarded to my other email, and the unwanted promotions, of course, they get deleted. And also, I got my personal emails coming in. So instead of answering them through this email, I asked the AI agent to answer or reply to the personal emails with my other Gmail account. So let me show you real quick. Let's go to my AI agent node. I'll show you my system prompt. Here is where I asked my AI agent to answer with this message, including my other Gmail account. And I got also miscellaneous, which handles those incoming emails that don't match the categories above. Now let's go through the workflow step by step, starting with the Gmail trigger node. Let's type in Gmail and click on message received. Go to the credential section and create your credential. If you haven't created your credential before, just go to the Google Console, type in console.cloud.google.com. I've made a full video of connecting Google Apps on Google Console. Feel free to go and watch my first videos. For now, type in Gmail API. Here we should enable our Gmail API and then connect it to our n8n. So click on enable and go back to your n8n on your Gmail node. Click sign in or sign in with Google. I just sign in with my Gmail, continue, and then connection successful. All right, we got our Gmail connected. Let's execute this step. And here I will get my latest Gmail or my only Gmail. So here it'll be an n8n security email. So I've deleted all my emails so I could show you from scratch. So here I got my email. Now let's classify this email or label it. Type in text classifier. This node is where we will categorize our incoming emails. We'll need to type in our subject. I'll type in subject and I will drag and drop the subject value from the Gmail node. And then I will type in the email body, which is the snippet. I will just drag and drop the snippet from the Gmail trigger. Now let's add our AI model. I'll choose OpenAI, the chat model. Let's go back to our text classifier and add our first category. Click on Add Category. I'll go check for my categories or labels. Let's start with the receipt. As you can see, it's very simple. You just type in your category name and the description. I just do it for all my categories and get back to you. So I executed a step after typing all my categories and I got this error. It's normal. It's just enable the auto fixing on the option section. I'll execute again and let's see where our email goes. I guess it went to the miscellaneous label or the miscellaneous category, as you can see. Now, in order to have it labeled on our Gmail account, we'll need to add another node, which is to add the label to the email. Let's go to the Canva and click on the plus, type in Gmail, and look for the add uh, label message. Here, drag and drop the message ID and then choose your category or your label. Look for the miscellaneous. Here it is. Execute the node. Let's go back to our Gmail. I refresh and here is our email labeled as miscellaneous. Now I will send to myself an example of a business email to see if my test classifier will take it as a business email or not. All right, here's my email. Let's execute the workflow. And so it went to the business category as expected. Now let's add another Gmail node or just let's copy and paste this one. Let's connect it to the text classifier and then change for miscellaneous to business. And let's execute the step. Now I think our business email will get labeled as a business. As you can see, it's a very simple step. Now I'll go add the same Gmail node to all my categories and get back to you. Now, after I added all my ad label nodes, I will send to myself an email that will hopefully be perceived as personal. Let's refresh our page. I guess I got my email. So here is the email. Let's go back to our n8n and let's execute the workflow. I think Let's refresh. Um, I think I've made a mistake. I think I didn't change the labels. I changed it from miscellaneous to uh, personal. And then maybe the other label nodes needs to be changed as well. Let's see. Yes, let's change it to receipts. Let's go back. Let's go back to our. So the personal label will be added. I just deleted the miscellaneous and kept the personal. Now I will just set a receipt example to send to myself. So for the receipt label, it will be a bit different because I have to process my receipt data and log them on my Google Sheet. All right, let's refresh this page. Here's my receipt email received. I'll execute the workflow. And here I got my receipt labeled, of course. Let's see through the email. For now, I'll just label all the categories and then we'll go through the specifics. All right, I just sent myself a promotion email. I'll just refresh the page. And here is my email. It's an email from AliExpress. It's a promotion. Uh, it'll be perceived as a promotion, of course. It's obvious. Let's see. As you can see, it's successfully uh, labeled, but labeled as two labels or two categories. One is the label that I created, and the second is the promotion that is already created uh, in the Gmail account. So it's okay. Now I will set up the forward Gmail node for the business category. Let's delete these two last emails to keep the business one above. I'll add another node next to the business node, the add label business node, and it's a Gmail send a message. Click on send a message and type in your Gmail you'd like to forward to. I'll type in this Gmail account. So here what we're doing is whenever I get a business email, it'll be forwarded to this Gmail account. All right, I just go to the text classifier to get the snippet and the subject ID. Let's drag and drop the snippet and then the subject ID. I'll just uh, change from HTML to text for the text type, and let's add the append n8n attribution. Let's switch it off. And so if you don't switch this off, uh, it'll be a message beneath our email message that says that this email has been sent through or from n8n. But for now, we'll get a clean email. But I will show you real quick if I switch it on how the email will be. Let's go to the new email. And here, as you can see, it's it's a lot different from the first one. Now I'll show you how I will get my receipts and process them to in the workflow and then log them in this Google Sheets. All right, let's go back. I'll just send to myself a receipt example, the one I sent to myself earlier. Here it is. Let's go and execute the workflow. And now let's add another node next to the add label receipt node. We'll add a get a message Gmail node. Type in Gmail and look for send a message. Mm, Send or get many messages. Not send a message, it's get a message. Click on get a message. Drag and drop your message ID and switch this off. No, let's switch it on and execute the node. All right, here we got our receipt email. Let's add the Google Sheet email or Google Sheet node, I'm sorry. Type in Sheets, Google Sheets, append row in Sheets, of course. So here, let's add our credential. If you haven't added your credential before, just go to the Google console and enable your Google Sheet API. Type in on the search section Google Sheets API and then enable your Google Sheets. All right, for me, it's already enabled. I already have my credential. I just reconnect or not. I'll just use another credential. And let's select my sheets. I think it's not the right credential. Let's try this one. All right, let's select the right sheets, the right file, and then the sheets. And then we need to uh, set the values to send, which should be separated. As you can see, the snippet has all the values or data of the receipt uh, all together. So we need to add an AI agent node before the Google Sheet node. So we could output the data separately for our Google Sheet. Let's add the chat model. Let's go back to our AI agent and we need to add a structured output parser. Let's switch this on and then we'll have another tool section. So this tool enables us to get a clean JSON output, but of course with a JSON example, I just copy and paste it from my website. Let's go back to our AI agent and execute the node. It's executed successfully. Let's see what we got. We got the receipt ID, the date and time, and maybe all the data we needed. We got the prices and the values. So let's drag and drop the values and let's see. Let's execute the step and let's go to our Google Sheets. As you can see, it's successfully logged in our sheets. So you can use this workflow or this specific task that would maybe or probably save you more time than you think, whether for your receipts or invoices or any personal uh, receipt like matter. All right, let's tidy up a little bit. So now for the promotion category, I will just add another Gmail node that delete emails. So any or every incoming promotion would be deleted within the workflow automatically. All right, let's go and add another Gmail node. after the promotion node, of course. Type in Gmail and delete a message. Let's first we need to, of course, to execute the workflow. But I guess we didn't have the latest. All right, here it is. Let's execute the workflow. Now let's drag and drop our Gmail ID or message ID. Let's go to our Gmail account and we'll see that our promotion email is deleted. Let's refresh. All right, it's gone. Let's go to the trash section. And as you can see, this is our promotion email has been deleted. All right, let's go back to our n8n. And now for the personal category, I would just use an AI agent to reply with my other Gmail to all my personal accounts. So let's add an AI agent. Now, so instead of sending to myself another personal email, I just go through the executions and select the execution that when I sent to myself the personal email earlier. Here it is. All right, let's execute the workflow. But here I would need to add another node after the add label node, which is get a message. In order to prompt my AI agent with the uh, personal message. Let's copy and paste this one. Let's execute the workflow. And here is our personal email. Let's drag and drop the snippets. So for the system message, I would just type in your personal AI assistant or a personal assistant. Please answer my friends or families or family with a specific message, of course. All right, with this message. All right, I'll type in the message, including my other Gmail account. Feel free to reach me out on this email or this Gmail. Let's add our chat model and execute the node. Let's see what would the AI agent say. Hey, so the AI agent answered in a friendly tone, but we don't need all those in our reply message. So I'll just add to my system prompt only answer with the message. So we don't need to say hey or I'm good, how are you? We just need to answer with the message only. So as a system message. Let's try again. So here it is. So we only need this, all right? Hey, feel free to reach me out in this Gmail. All right, that's all what we need. So here it is for our personal label. So let's add a Gmail node, which we will reply on the message or on the email. Let's drag and drop but first, let's switch this to reply so that it'll work for any incoming personal email. Let's get our message ID. Let's execute the node. Here we get our reply set. Let's go to the Gmail and to the sent section. So here we got our message uh, replied to my personal email. Thanks for watching this video, and I really hope it was useful for you. And if it did, don't forget to like and subscribe for the channel, and see you next time.